I want to keep this update video somewhat brief, so I'm gonna cut to the chase. I want to take this channel more seriously and turn it into a serious enterprise for myself. I love art critique and cultural critique, and getting to do so on a public platform. Video essays are a rewarding way for me to get my perspective out there, and while I'm still figuring out the ins and outs of production and editing, the extra stress of video production is worth it if it means that I can present art critique and personal research projects that I'm really proud of. I graduated college last year, and I've been in the process of doing a soft relaunch of this channel where I've been experimenting with a new approach to the channel. It's worked really well, so I want this video to signify the full relaunch of the channel. 2024 is going to be a great year for this channel, and I am hoping for as much support as I can get in establishing a name for myself on YouTube. When I make videos, I like to think of videos as either part of a broader series or as one-offs. I'm currently working on a series looking at David Lynch's films called The Postmodern Condition, which has been on hold but will resume very soon. I also started a series that doesn't really have a name, but could be described as a close look at insert game here. These videos look in depth at specific video games using a thesis informed by academic research and theory. So far I've done 2 videos in this series, The Stanley Parable and Shadow of the Colossus, but I'm going to continue doing more games, with the next video being on Half-Life 2, and with Hotline Miami planned later in the pipeline. I've been intending to expand the scope of my channel for years now, and I finally feel like I'm getting to where I want to be. I want to cover video games more often and in more depth than you'll likely see from any other creator out there. I also want to have a regular amount of videos about films and TV shows that combine elements of review and analysis, sometimes going into great depth like in the case of my Lynch series, or sometimes just talking about particular points of interest with movies that I've seen recently. Right now, I'm committed to doing at least 2 videos a month, with the average video length expected to be about 30 minutes long. The issue is that some videos end up being much longer than 30 minutes, so I've decided to categorize videos into 3 forms: short-form video essays, long-form video essays, and miscellaneous videos. For short-form video essays, these are videos that reach a length of about 30 minutes, usually covering a topic in some amount of depth, but not meant as a comprehensive analysis of a work. My most recent video as of the time of writing this, Old FPS Games Have Too Many Guns Kinda, is an example of a short-form video essay. Rather than being a comprehensive retrospective on FPS games and how they approach weapon arsenals, it's just a quick overview of thoughts I had while playing through the Half-Life games that made me reflect on a bigger topic relating to FPS arsenals. Longer form video essays are videos that go past the hour mark, and could even go past the 2 or 3 hour mark depending on how much I have to say about the topic. These longer videos are the ones I have the most excitement about, but take the most work and time to actually make and put out. My video on Shadow of the Colossus, reaching nearly 2 hours in length, is an example of a long form video essay. My hope for this channel is to plan my videos like this. I'm intending to try to make at least 1 short-form video essay a month for all to see. While working on these shorter videos, which will usually take less priority over the bigger videos, I'll also chip away at a long-form video essay that I have in the works. Overall, I'm hoping to produce at least 2 videos, up to about 30 minutes in length each, per month. For the short-form video essays, I'll make them public as soon as they're done. For the long-form video essays, I intend to upload rough cuts of 30-minute sections of the videos to Patreon as a Patreon exclusive perk, so that patrons can get early access to parts of the longer videos I have in the works. Then, when the entire long-form video essay is finished, I'm going to upload it as 1 full video that will be public for all to see. I already did this with my Shadow of the Colossus video, and it made it a lot easier for me to make that video of a higher quality, while still having income for the amount of work I had to put into it. It meant that patrons benefited from their support, but non-patrons still got to eventually see the full video. This plan allows me to continuously work on videos without getting burnt out, losing all income to prioritize longer videos, or force me to put off longer videos in order to make something that people can see. So here's where you come in. Patreon support will help keep this channel going and make it possible to thrive. If you want to see some Patreon exclusive content, including early access to longer and more in-depth video essay work, then supporting me on Patreon, no matter the amount you pledge, will allow you that opportunity. If you are fine waiting for long-form video essays to be fully done before seeing them, then that's fine too, and you can still expect to see shorter video essays regularly and some miscellaneous videos from time to time. Right now, I have 2 parts of a long-form video essay on Half-Life 2 up on Patreon, and will expect to have the final video out in February or March. Meanwhile, I have finished the script for a short-form video essay about the killing of a sacred deer that I'm hoping to try to have out in February. After the Half-Life 2 video, I'm likely going to continue my Lynch series, making a video about Lost Highway. Lost Highway is a video I expect to eclipse the 2-hour mark, meaning that parts of that video will be available as early access content for patrons. So if you're eagerly awaiting my Lynch videos, supporting me on Patreon is a great way to both encourage me to continue those videos, and also a way to not have to wait as long to see what I'll end up having to say about the remaining Lynch works for that series. With movies, copyright takedowns are much more risky than with video games, and so my shift to focus more on video games is not meant at the expense of talking about movies, but you should expect to see more in-depth video game-related analytical videos in the future. It's not only less risky, but I love video games and looking at them in depth. I appreciate the viewership always, and the support people have given by subscribing or by helping me out on Patreon has been incredible so far. I'm hoping for more support as I turn this channel into one of the best homes for really in-depth, nuanced, and thought-provoking discussion on art and culture. I would love to make this channel take off, and that requires support all along the way. It's a one-person team right now, and I put a lot of hours into each video. I also don't make any money from ads, so right now it's exclusively through Patreon support that I can keep this channel going, so if you have anything you can spare for the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. Expect short video essays on a regular basis and long, more in-depth video essays on a semi-regular basis. Expect higher production values over time and a higher quality of writing, research, and discussion. Expect more interesting perspectives on art and a wider variety of art and cultural phenomena being discussed. I look forward greatly to what this channel will look like throughout 2024. Thanks for tuning in.